Hi, welcome back. I'm Reggie Mara speaking about Healing America's Narratives, still dealing with Chapter 6. Those of you who are listening regularly realize that I said we'd be done with this an episode or two ago, and we're still moving here, and we still will stay with this chapter, a brief history of the Vietnam War. So following up with this idea of a fear of humiliation, a fear of embarrassment, and being willing to go to war rather than being ashamed of not having gone. I wanted to speak briefly to to some contrasting views that veterans have of the war. Not every combat veteran or just veteran in general of a war, even those who did not see actual combat, agrees. So I want to turn to Doug Anderson's work. Doug was on the ground as a Marine corpsman in Vietnam. And in his memoir, Keep Your Head Down, he wrote the following, quote, among the vets, there are as many different opinions about the war as there are vets, but a significant number of them have been drawn back to Vietnam. There is one thing any Vietnam vet, regardless of his political views, is sure of. The custodians of the official versions lie. Governments lie, histories lie, and few people care that soldiers and others die for the lies. So that's again a quote, and there was an ellipsis in the middle of that quote, so it's not a fully continual quote from the book. But as one of the most powerful examples in my experience of the differing opinions about vets and how you can't just label somebody as a Vietnam vet or an Iraqi war vet or Afghanistan war vet and think that they're all the same or all agree. We need look no further than George W. Bush's 2004 re-election campaign, which basically enlisted Vietnam veterans, along with others, to betray Bush's opponent, Senator John Kerry. Kerry was a Vietnam veteran, recipient of a silver medal, a bronze medal, and 3 Purple Hearts for his service in Vietnam. And he also spoke out against the war when he returned home. This campaign strategy, known historically now as the Swiftboat campaign, effectively discredited John Kerry's military service. Again, silver medal, bronze medal, and 3 Purple Hearts in Vietnam. And it was effective. Bush, who did not serve in Vietnam, who went into the Air National Guard, and on whose watch the 9/11 attacks took place, successfully turned veterans against veteran for his own presidential campaign. So it's really important, and this is true throughout the book, that we avoid sweeping generalizations. And again, we're speaking specifically here about veterans returning home, though they have certain things in common, as with any group of human beings who have some shared histories, they don't necessarily agree. So again, thank you for tuning in. I will see you the next time, and I look forward to continuing our conversations, which I know are really monologues.